Let's go to content live. We are live. All right, we're live. Cool. I think we're live. Seems to be live. Good morning. We have coffee. Ooh, I got cables right here in front of me. Yeah, that's right. It's fine. These cables here. Maybe I go on the other side of me where the direct box is. Yeah, there we go. Tilt back just a little bit. Cool. Awesome. Actually, I want to just slide back just a little bit. There we go. I'm cutting too much of my head off, though. Anyways, we are live once again. We haven't done a live since before Christmas. But we are live. We're doing another live. It's Saturday morning. We have our coffee. We've got our DAW here open. What else? Yeah, we're just here to talk with people. These live streams have been going really well the last few weeks, so we thought we'd kind of keep them up. I think what we might end up doing is doing them on Saturday mornings, like every week, Saturday morning, or Thursday evening. We haven't really decided, but that's kind of where we're at. We're still trying to get some musicians in on this, so. But for those who are watching, good morning, happy holidays. Hope everybody's holiday was great. Ours was pretty good. We had a good holiday. I always have family drama that's, or whatever you want to call it, or family scheduling is more like it. It's always tricky. We have crazy hair this morning because just what it is. And I don't have a hat, so we're just going to have to deal with the crazy hair of the morning. Wish it would kind of go down, at least on one side, but this side's always weird. But anyways, get my light on. I always forget to turn this light on. There we go. That's better. I always forget to turn that light on. I have another one that's supposed to hit the other side, and I just need to set it up. It's not too bad, but it is what it is. We have gone solely into Logic. Logic is now our primary DAW, I think. We had too many issues with Luna, too many setbacks. We have some albums that we're working on mixing, and we can't have setbacks. You just can't have stuff that keeps you from getting your stuff done. That's in everything. I can't have equipment. It's like your car not working. You kind of have to have your car working so you can go to work. I need to have pieces of software that work so I can get stuff done so I can move on to the next thing. I'm still having issues with my AC-15. It's blowing fuses like crazy. I bought a pack of 20. I'm actually going to close them so I don't lose them. These guys right here. Bought a pack of them and a pack of 20 off Amazon because I couldn't find the ones that they wanted local. It takes a weird fuse. And it keeps blowing that fuse. So I'm going to take it in probably today. Probably on my way in to do church services in Fort Collins. I'm going to stop at my local music go-round. They've got an amp tech that works for them. Plus, that's where I got it. I think that's where I got that one. Anyways, it's blowing fuses. I put new tubes in it. It keeps blowing fuses. So I think there's a power issue somewhere inside it. Not sure where, but somewhere. We did get us, however, a new amplifier. We got us a deluxe. What is it? A Hot Rod Deluxe. It's a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe 3, actually. And it has something rattling in it, and I think it's just loose because the thing looks brand stinking new. It doesn't look like it's been used very much, hasn't been dropped that I can tell. But sometimes, just things come loose. And traveling, So when you crank up the low end on it, there's a little bit of a rattle. So we'll do a review on it here probably in the coming week or two. I don't know. I still need to do some other videos. Still got to do, I still want to do live streams. We're doing shorts. Shorts, I think we're going to probably back off of for a while. They're just not doing as well. I don't know why, but one person who's watching, good morning. Hit the like and subscribe if you guys like these videos. We're going to keep on moving forward with all of our content. So I see people kind of come on and off the thing here, but that's fine. It is what it is. We'll get people who will log on eventually, and that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. What am I doing? Open. Trying to get. What am I trying to get to? Open a new tab. I want to get to the studio because I like watching analytics, and I haven't checked my analytics in quite a while, to be honest. See more. I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna try to get more of these live streams. Maybe I might do a live stream of like, hey, this is our. Sorry, my nose itches. We're gonna do maybe a live stream of like, this is our favorite like pedals or these things, tubes and stuff like that. Actually, that go over there. I don't want to lose that box. That fuse is blown. Just cleaning up a little bit on my desk here. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna keep working on stuff like that. Yeah, if you guys got any ideas for content or anything you'd like to see via music wise, hit us up. We might do one on like, this is our favorite band, because we've gotten a lot of people who have asked us what our favorite song is, what our favorite band is, and I might get I got a guy that works here. He's kind of intern-ish, partnership-ish. I might talk to him and see, like, hey man, would you want to be on a live stream or something where we talk about our favorite bands, our favorite artists, our favorite music? Just kind of see where that goes. So could be a good video. It might be a video, might be a live stream. I don't know. Definitely be a short. I don't know. Wonder if I set this up correctly. Half the time I do, half the time I don't. Which sucks because I need to do it more often. Okay, yep. Cool. Stretch stream today. That's where we are, moderation. Yeah, I'll leave that way it is. Cool. Because we are live. We're trying a new title thing, I think. I'm going to try some new titles here in the coming weeks on how we do our video titles. I was watching a video this morning about Linus Tech Tips. He's doing an interview on like how he started the channel, there's labeling and all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? I might try some of his, his labeling ideas. Some of the labeling stuff that he does. Because he's a huge channel. He's like a huge tech channel. So, but we'll have to see. Because I don't know. I don't know for sure if it's going to be a good idea. So, it is what it is. It's too quiet in the house. We're getting rid of puppies, and all the dogs are asleep and everything, and it's like too quiet in the house here. It's a little weird. But yeah, man, that was almost a year ago. Got videos that just keep going, and they're like, that was 2023. It was over a year ago that I did that bass amp one. May 16th, 2023. That was this year, Christmas. February. Do I have anything older? I do. I got, I don't know, pedal rundown videos. That was 2022. That was when I first kicked off doing hardcore videos. And then I kind of stopped for a little bit. I got one that's 2021. That's not doing too bad. But I changed that one. I need to change a couple of these other labels too. But man, it's crazy. It's good to see older videos taking off. Or at least still getting views. But yeah. Our Fender Blues Deluxe one, that one has done great. That's probably one of our best videos we've done in a while. It gets 90 to 100 views a day, which is nuts. It's crazy. If anybody is interested, you like these videos, interested in them, find some value in them, hit the like and subscribe. It helps our channel out. You can also find our Waves affiliate link in this live stream. You'll find it in the, I'm trying to think of where I'll find it. It'll be down in the description. I'm pretty sure that's where I'll have it. If I can put it in a what do you call it? In a comment, I'll do that as well. Just depends on what it lets me do. Let's see. I copy that one. Yeah, we'll put it in a comment. Paste. Cool. Yeah, there goes. There's that, and then we'll put it. Cool. And we'll just put that in there. We'll put it in a comment for those who are interested in it. It's a good way to support our channel. We've had we've had 2 clicks this week. We average, I don't know, 5 to 10 clicks a week, but I'd like to do more. I'd like to see more. I'd actually like to make some money off of it. I haven't done any of that. We've made, just to be kind of transparent, we haven't made any money off of our affiliate links ever. We have a few of them. We have this one in SonarWorks, and basically I've made nothing off of them, and I don't know why per se. I don't know. Not a reason. So what's in the audio land? Nothing. That's what I thought. Images. Let's go. Movies and music. Lots of interesting. Sirius XM. That's kind of cool. They don't pay anything, which is weird. But anyways, yeah, we've had a lot of clicks, but nothing that's been like, yeah, this has been good for us. Nothing. We get more through our website and stuff, which is fine. Like, our website does pretty well. Click wise, we're not trying to make money off the website, but we do get quite a few people who like to hit the like and subscribe button. I got some video. I gotta work on our go to dashboard, please. Thank you. Yeah, 5 a.m. Not a surprise. What we've done daily. Facebook, popular. Doesn't tell me. Devices. A lot of people watching us. Safari and Chrome. Not a surprise. Chrome's like one of the biggest ones out there, but we have our slumps in our website as well. But we're here to talk to people. No one's really here yet. It's still kind of early. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here. We thought we'd start this one a little earlier than we normally do. We'll still talk for an hour. We're still gonna, talk about stuff. Yeah, I'll have to see. Kind of curious what we're streaming at. Yeah, 720. That's fine. Oh, we got one. It says one congruent, one views, one view, and one view. Thank you for the one view. We appreciate it. Yeah. If anybody's interested in, send us some messages. We're here to talk to you. Oh, we have 2 people. Good morning, 2 people. It's probably the same 2 people that watch all the time, which is fine. I've got some friends who jump on from time to time. They never say anything, but they jump on, which is fine. Let's see here. Oh, this guy. Yeah, you're right. It is you, and I love you. You commented before Christmas too, and I think, if I believe correctly, you're in Maine, but we appreciate the one view. We love people who watch our views. I can't quite. Yeah, I hate that you can't do that. Anyways, yeah, I know. My phone wants new updates with Mac and my phone. They want to connect to each other, so sometimes. Yep. Yeah, I thought so. You're up in Maine. We're in Colorado. We did have a great Christmas. Thank you for asking or saying that. I don't know if that's a question, but we did. We had a great Christmas. I talked a little bit about it in the beginning of our video this morning, but we did. We had a great Christmas. A lot of family. I got to see a lot of new family that I haven't seen in a while. A lot of old family. Just for Christmas for us, it's a family time. So got some gifts. I bought a new amplifier that I think has a loose cone in it, which is probably from shipping. Not sure. We did a video on like, hey, Santa brought us a new amp. It's a good amp. I really like it. It's got a little bit of overdrive to it, but I wish I could boost up the low end in it. but it's got a little bit of rattle to it. I think there's just something loose inside. I have to check it. I do want to, because it has a Celestine in it, and it's a Fender. I want to take out the Celestine at some point and put in a Jensen in that Fender. I think a Jensen in it would sound really cool. Our AC-15 still blowing fuses after changing the preamp tubes in it. Still blowing tubes. I took out all the tubes because there was a test. There was a guy that I talked to. He's like a tech. He does a lot of maintenance on Vox amps and stuff. He's like, take out all the tubes, put it in the new fuse, and turn on it and see what happens. And it does the same thing. It just light comes on, light goes out, fuse blown. So I don't know why it's doing. I think it's a power issue. So I'm gonna take it in and have it serviced. See what they can find out, because I can't seem to figure it out. I can't. I can't. I don't have the voltage. I just spilled coffee. So one moment. Spilt it on my keyboard. I sloshed coffee onto my keyboard. In all fairness, it's probably time to clean this thing anyways. But I love a Jensen. I want to put Jensen. I think I want to put a Jensen. I had a little amp. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a no. What was it? It was a Fender Super Champ that I put a Jensen in, and that thing, those little Super Champs with a Jensen in them, even though they're like they're like partially tube, and I say partially is that it has a tube preamp as channel 1 and then channel 2 is digital, which is kind of an interesting like hybridization of it. There we go, that's better. I'm just gonna leave that off until that dries. I don't need it anyways. But yeah, I put a little Jensen in it. Like it had an 8-inch Jensen or 10-inch Jensen in it, and that Jensen was great. It sounded really cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what I'll put in it for sure. I'm just gonna see what I can get. But yeah, I'd like to put a Jensen in this this Blues. It's not Blues Deluxe. I had a Blues Deluxe. It's a Hot Rod Deluxe. So it's got that drive channel. Will you go lay down, dog? Go lay down. Got the dogs in here being all sorts of funny. So they're good dogs. They just like to bother me. I don't know why. All the dogs bother me as soon as I start live streaming. So, but that's kind of it. I'm gonna do a video on it here soon. Once I can figure out what the rattle inside this Fender is. It's got just a little rattle in the low end. You turn the low end up, and there's one corner that starts. It sounds like a corner of the amp. My guess is that the back panel maybe not be on tight. I haven't checked anything. I just played it the other day. I was like, oh, it sounds really good, except for this little rattle. So I do like the low end that it has. It has more low end than what my AC-15 has. And part of it's the speaker. Part of it is also the AC-15 is 15 watt, and the it's wanting to connect to my Mac. I might have to close Logic. I think I'm just going to close Logic because Logic keeps trying to. Yes, save, please. There we go. Keeps wanting to connect to my Mac, and I don't know why. Won't tell me why. Anyways, but that's kind of the deal on the amplifier. I'm going to do probably some more tests on it and see what's actually rattling in that amplifier. And like I said, today I'm going to take the Vox in and see if I can get it working too, because I'd like to have those two sounds, a Fender sound and a Vox sound. In a studio, those are like your two main like guitar sounds, Vox and Fender. And I have a Fender Tele that I like to play through both of those. Actually, it sounds good through both of them when they're both working. But it's also handy just to have two amps. You can, like, I'll use both of them probably for reamping. I'll reamp a sound through the Vox, get it sounding really good, and then I'll do that same one through the Fender, and then blend them together within my software, within Logic or whatever I'm using for mixing. So, what are you doing, Winnie? You come up here. Come on, Winnie. Hey, there's Winifred. This is my dog, Winnie. She's a good girl. She got in a little bit of a fight, and I got a little bit of a fight with her. We got bit. We both got bit, so we're both a little. You want up here too, Dish? I got Dish too. We got the puppies. They're both good dogs. I think they just want attention. I'm not giving them any attention right now. Okay, get down, because you were just outside, so go lie down. Go. They were literally just outside. Right before I started this, I was like, you guys go outside, so we don't have to do this all over again. I think I got all the coffee. I didn't get any coffee in the keyboard. It was more on it. But we'll just have to see how that goes. Dog hair everywhere, which is why this rag is down here. Oh, I gotta calibrate that too. I got a meter I gotta calibrate on my warm audio. I realized that the other day that it's not where it should be. No. Mm-mm. It's actually on. It shouldn't even be on. I don't know why I left that on. Anyways, there's no tubes in it, so I'm not really worried that it's been on for a while, but I usually turn off the stuff I'm not using, with the exception of... Set that guy's off. Except for my 500 series rack, because the only way to turn the 500 rack off is to climb behind the desk and click it off. So, anyways. Anybody's got any questions or anything, hit us up. That's what we're here for. The holidays is always kind of a downer on our channel. I don't know why. I'm going to figure that out someday. Why our channel, all our videos take a dip during like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Easter's a little bit of a, I understand Easter. Christmas, I also understand. You're with your family and all these holidays. But they always take a dip and then they come back up like the next week, which is kind of weird. But we're coming close to the end of the year, so we'll have to see what happens. 2024 is coming to an end. We've got, 3 days left? 2 days. It's 28th. 2 days left. It's crazy. There's like 2 days left in the year. 2.5? 2.5, something like that. I don't know. Depending on how you see it. So when does the year end? I can never remember how many days are in a month. I should remember that. I was taught it in school. Yeah, we've got like 3 days left. That's what I thought. So, but anyways, 3 days left in a year. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what next year looks like. We got some new, I think the beginning of 2025, we're going to do a new studio video, a new tour of the studio. Like, this is what the studio looks like. Because we haven't done one in a while. Haven't really. I've thought about it. I've planned it. I just haven't done one. So, not a whole lot. It'll be more like, hey, a studio tour update. Because it's mostly a tour. It's not anything like, yeah, we're doing this, like the whole place has changed. We've moved or anything. No, it's the same place. We've thought about moving, but I think we're going to stay where we are, at least for now. So we've been in this room for a year, a little over a year now. So if we move to another room, it'll have to be about the same size with about the same amenities. Or more amenities, like a bathroom. So we had 3 people watching at one point. I don't intend to get a ton of views out of these, but I do like to talk with people, and it's a lot of fun. And we have gotten a lot of subscribers from it. We've gotten a ton, like half of these views off these videos alone. We've gotten like half of our subscribership that we've gotten this month has been off of these live streams. So and right now I understand people are like hanging out with their family still. No one's really watching a live stream, which is fine. We don't intend to we're gonna monetize by the end of the week. I'd like to. It's not gonna happen. I'd like to monetize by the end of the year, if that's even closely possible. Oh yeah, warm audio. I need to get another one of those. I loved that. We had it was the warm drive from Warm Audio, and I loved that thing. I think it was great. It had a nice overdrive to it. It was supposed to be like a Dumble amp and a pedal, and it was very close to that. There's a lot of times where I'd record something and I'd just use it. I'd plug it in and go straight into that, and I loved it. There's a few times where I had to play live, and they're like, no amps. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be tricky, because that's where I get a lot of my tone from. And I plug that in and set it, and I don't think anybody could tell that I didn't have a modeler. I have thought about getting a modeler, but I don't know. I don't know quite how I feel about them yet. They're like gotten really good over the years, but I just don't know how I feel about having one for myself, especially when a lot of the modelers I can use are in this software. They're in the computer. The files are in the computer. But yeah, it's that kind of thing. It's like I can use the Waves one. I can use the stuff from Universal Audio. I can use STL Tones. I can use all these different modelers in the computer. So I'm kind of like, I don't play live enough. That would worry. And a lot of the time, like I'd rather use the amps I have because that's why I bought them. I love the tube sound. I love the tactileness of them. Like I've got my Fender has reverb and it has overdrive and it has a clean channel. That's what I need from an amp. And then my Vox has the exact same. Well, it doesn't have an overdrive channel, but it does overdrive well. It's got um, it's got a reverb and a tremolo that I can turn on and off with a pedal. I can turn both of them off with a pedal. Actually, the same pedal. So it's cool. I almost bought an AC. What was it? A Fender Twin. It was a '68 Fender Twin. I went and looked at it, and it was, oh man, it was rough. It needed a full restoration. The cabinet did. Probably the pieces itself, the innards were probably fine, but the cabinet itself was like heavy for one because they're heavy, and the whole back support needed to be redone. Yeah, the whole support that holds all of that in and keeps things from, you know, just needed to be redone. I was like, ah, man, a whole restoration on this thing would cost almost as much as the amp. Given I could have gotten the amp for about $800, but I was like, man, it's just too rough. I don't think I can roll with this. And it's always rough this time of year. Everything's rough this time of year. See, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's the end of the year. People are doing stuff. I've talked to a lot of people who want to come and record, which we're gonna really push hard the next like probably year. Like really push it to a point where it's like we're gonna push the studio hard and we're gonna push the videos hard. Those are like the two things I want to do a lot of in the coming year. So your application is complete. Yeah, I don't really foresee that happening. I don't have no what you're talking about. Spam is funny. I just don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, we just kind of keep moving forward. Yeah, Fender Deluxe Classic Tone. That thing did have a classic tone. I kind of wish I could find another one like it. It was an original Fender Blues. It was cool. It was probably one of my favorite amps of all time. But, you know, I got rid of it because I don't know, decided I wanted something different. And actually, the Blues Deluxe is different than the Hot Rod Deluxe. They're quite a bit different in tonality because that Blues Deluxe is a little more like it's like kind of that classic blues sound, and this one is as a playing through. It has the Fender clean tone sound, which is great. That's what I got it for. But then the overdrive is very it's not bluesy at all. It's not like that blues overdrive. It's very like a modern overdrive, and you know harder you push the amp, obviously, the more it's going to overdrive. So, but I like the way it sounds. I like the way that it sounds. I like the way it looks too, because it's kind of got that classic Fender look. So, just gotta figure out what's rattling in it. I don't know. We'll eventually figure it out, and we'll keep the live stream going too. If anybody's still watching, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate those who hit the like and subscribe buttons. You know, we just makes us feel like we're loved. We're at 642. I'd like to get. I thought maybe we could get to 700 by the end of the year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do think we will get to probably stay in that 640 because there's only like 3 days left in the month. So, but we're gonna keep up doing this stuff, the shorts, the live streams, all that stuff. I'm looking at our like how much stuff we drop every day, and there's a short video and a short video and a short live stream video and a short. That's that day. Actually, it was two. I did. There was one day I experimented with a morning and an evening. Like I did a morning one and an evening one, and I might do that on Thursdays. I might do like a morning one for all those who watch in the morning, and then I might do like an evening one for those who missed the evening one. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. If not, oh well. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of people watching right now. It's that time of the morning where people are still kind of getting up, still watching other things. I don't know many people who live stream at this portion in the morning, but we do. Actually, there was one morning I did it. I'll probably do it in the morning. I did like a short one on Sunday mornings on my way to church services, and that one's done at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. People watch it. It's like a 15-minute stream. I had a ton of people watching. So, and it's my coffee time cup. It's actually my in case of emergency call Justin cup. I keep it because it has my name on it, and it's kind of true. In the live sound world that I kind of live in half the portion of the week, a lot of people are like, "Yeah, it's not working. Call him," which is fine. I don't mind that. Daily. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Daily deal from Guitar Center. Oh yeah, Waves is having their part of their year-end sale is 2 vocal plugins for like $40. It's not bad. It's like I deleted too many. Yeah, that could be deleted too. Yeah, I gotta change my. It says you need to change your auto-tune license, but my auto-tune license, the auto-tune I own is UA. It's UA's auto-tune. I bought it through UA, so it's one that powers off of their hardware. So, and I do want to make a few chains within here. I'm trying to think what other chains I'd have. That guy, that could be a whole. See, that's the problem. Is like some of these I have set to a what do you call it? Like instead of having a unison mic pre, I have it set to like this could be API. I don't know. Like I have some that are like, oh yeah, it's gonna be an API preamp. But the funny thing is, like, I already have an API preamp that's plugged into that slot, so I don't use it that way. I need to. I want to set up chains within my console, so when I mix, I can just do things like that. We'll see. Well, like I said, good morning, everybody. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. All my one viewership that I've had so far this morning. ERM AV, AV. I don't know how to pronounce your name. He's watched. He's talked about Jensen speakers for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. My Vox doesn't have the Alnico blue. It has green back in it. The Celestian G12 green in it, which I do love. I think it's the G12. It's a vintage 30 or V12. I can't remember what's in it, but it's a greenback. I know that for sure. But the model number, I can't tell you for sure. And but I do know, which is funny. That's why I want to put a Jensen in it. The Fender has a, and this is what the Fender did, is they put a G12 in it, which I find very interesting that they put a G12 in it. And I keep looking for music around. I wonder if I could find. Oh, that's right. I turned that off. I'm gonna turn it back on. That's probably fine. Not if it don't work, I have another Mac keyboard I can plug in eventually. Music go around Fort Collins, please. That's where I like to go. They open at 10 o'clock. Let's see. Let's go here. Speaker. See what pops up here. They've got a, nope, that wouldn't do. Now they got a Vox 12. That'd be kind of cool to have. A Fender Special Edition Raw. What is this one? Probably Evanescence. No, it's an actual Fender. $35. It's a 12. That'd be kind of cool to have for it. Yeah, it's more of a vintage speaker. It's probably one that came out of something. It's a Fender special design. That would be cool to have in it, because then it would be more Fender. Oh, $30 for that? That's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Other brand, where that one is Fort Collins, right? Yeah, Fort Collins. And make sure that I'm searching Fort Collins, because music change. Oh, man, that was loud. Scares me every time that thing pops up. Yeah, Fort Collins, cool. Celestion G12P. Nope. Bag end. DC Electronic. So there's a 70. That's a cool one. That's worth $80 or 90 or whatever it is. Super as is. But I do think I'm going to take it in because I can't figure out what's going on with it, and I don't have the tools to fix that AC15. So, and I really like to use it. That's why I bought the Fender, so I can have a backup. I got a lot of cabinets. Not what I'm looking for, but a lot of cabinets. That's just a bag end high-end frequency driver. High frequency driver. Those are neat. Yeah, nothing in here that I'm like, yeah. Other than that Fender one would be cool. Sometimes, not very, oh, they got Blues Junior. Not very often, they'll have, they got for 2 amps. They'll have like a Blues Deluxe in there. They have a Hot Rod Deluxe 4. With the white knobs. See, mine has black knobs, and I actually kind of like it with black knobs. That one's got a different speaker. That's got a Jensen in it. Ooh, someone put a Jensen in that. So I'm going to do this one. And a new Jensen's like $150 for the size that I want. I like looking through and just seeing what they got. Take that one. It's not bad. Actually, I paid less. I paid less for my 3 than they want for that 4. They want $600 for the 4, and I think for the 3 I paid $570, something like that. And I paid less for it than I did for the. But that's cool that they've got the speaker in. I thought I might just go get it. I go back. Yeah, it's a Fender Special Edition. Raw speaker. Yeah, it's a Fender Special. I wonder if it's got like a year on it. There's no tears in it, which is good. I just want to see what's going on with this one. Because it'd be kind of cool to have a Fender speaker in a Fender amp. And Celestion makes good stuff. Like, that's not the problem. Just trying to figure out what fits where. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. So anyways, that's kind of what I know. If anybody wants to like chime in on that, feel free. Or ask us what our favorite song is, or music, or I really don't mind if you guys ask us other questions. Not that I don't care. I kind of stick to music, and I'm out of coffee. Oh well, I never make it through these things with a full cup of coffee. But yeah, that video. What is this one? Oh yeah, Saturday Morning Live. It's up to 5. We've gotten 5 views off of it this morning. Hot dog. Got someone else watching. Good morning, person who's watching. And you're gone. That's okay. I really don't mind that you watch for a short while and then hop off. I do the same thing when I'm watching videos. I'm gonna work on some other software, I think, here in the coming weeks where I can live stream to multiple places. So I just gotta see how well it works, because I would like to do that. I'd like to do that. Let's see here. Open, please. That seems about right. That's actually great. That seems all right. I'm gonna check out documents that get sent to me from time to time. That can go over there. Ujon Muso. I think that's AI. And the cool thing is, it tracks all of our credits for the studio. Oh, that go away. it tracks all of that for us. So we can do one, make sure we get the credits for the songs that we've worked on, and then two, that's all I can think of really. There's not really anything behind that I'm like, yeah. So, anyways, that's what I know. Not much really. Who's watching what video? It says I got someone watching a video, but I don't know what it is. Could be this one, for all I know. We had 5 views this morning and very little commenting, which is fine. And doesn't really matter. This is kind of a vlog style thing that we're trying out as we do other long form content. I think this year we're going to focus more on long form content than we do on short term, like the short stuff. The shorts are great, but I think this year is going to get harder with shorts on YouTube. I think they're going to be a lot harder to do with the TikTok stuff that's getting pushed through. I think TikTok, I don't know if that ban will go away. It could be a partial ban. It could go away. But I think in fear, people are going to be like, oh, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. Because our president-elect doesn't become president till the 20th, and then the 25th is when it's supposed to go away. So it might go away. It might be a partial thing. It just depends on what it ends up happening. But I think it's going to push people more towards the YouTube short form thing. I think it's going to push them to that, and that's going to go up. So it's going to be harder to get views. And then two, I think long form is going to be where it's at as YouTube becomes more like Netflix and these other streaming services. I think that's going to be where it's at, is the long form stuff. So we're going to keep doing shorts and doing the long form and all the stuff that we're doing, but I also think that's just how it's going to roll out. Whether that happens or not, I don't know for sure, but that's kind of how I feel. Anyways, if you guys like our videos, hit the like and subscribe. Hit those video buttons like that to see our other content. And yeah, that's all I can say about that. As a public, just if there's anyone subscribers, live actions. Yeah, that's all great. Just trying to make sure I got everything set on our video here. Some stuff I forget to post or forget to click when I post them. There we go. Tags and stuff I forget, but yeah, if you guys are liking our content and our stuff, hit the like and subscribe and share it with people you might think might get it. There's a lot of musicians out there that are looking for content, and we've got a lot of reviews. And I think this coming 2025, we're gonna do some more tutorial stuff on how we mic up our cabinets, how we record a guitar, what mics, the one that I want to do is why we choose the microphone that we do for like guitars. Like, why did I choose that microphone for that guitar? Because I've the tongue tied again. I've looked myself for videos like that, trying to figure out like, why does that guy choose that microphone? I understand the placement and all that, but why did he choose an SM7, or why did he choose a 57? Why did he choose that condenser mic? Things like that. I think that's a video we're gonna pop out as a tutorial. We're obviously going to do some more tutorials on the, what do you call it? Like, this is what we're mixing and why we choose to mix in this style, so on and so forth, stuff like that. I think it'd be great just to know, just to have that kind of stuff in there. Because a lot of people, even myself, when I'm looking for stuff, where I'm like, where is this video at? Oh, it doesn't exist. Right. So I end up making it myself. Hopefully I end up making it myself. I think I will. It's not going to be those aren't going to be hard videos to make, and then I'm also going to do like the difference between felt drum beaters and wood drum beaters and wood drum. Like, I got a whole video that I'm planning on that one. That one's taking a little more thought because there's a lot more that goes into it. Like, this is a plastic, this is a wood, this is felt. These are the different tonalities. what they're made out of, all that stuff. I'm trying to do some good research because I want the video to be done well. So, yeah, that's all I can think of in those terms. But if there's a tutorial video out there that you guys haven't found, let me know, because I feel like there's a few times where I've done tutorials and I'm like, oh, this done already been done 1,000 times. But I want to do the tutorials that I've been looking for myself, and also where people are like, I can't seem to find this tutorial on this. I think we're going to do one on why we chose the speakers that we have. I think we're going to do one on, various things, really. But that's one of them. Like, and then another one would be like why we chose, like why we like tube amps versus modelers, various things like that. A lot of stuff that's in the desk here. Some of it we've already done. The warm audio stuff we've all done. The UA stuff we've all done. I think we've done every piece of gear that we have in the desk here at some point, which is fine. But I think we're going to do why we chose the desk that we have. A lot of people ask us about our desk, so there's going to be some videos like that. That'll probably be the first half of our years, just stuff like that. Along with our Waves stuff, like Waves plugins that come out, Waves stuff that we use, various things that that we're doing over the next year or so. We're going to be videos like that. I think I might work on a course. I had a guy ask me if I did teaching, and I do teach people from time to time as a one-on-one type thing, where it's like, hey, I want to start doing live sound, and that one's a little harder to do, but a lot of the studio techniques also work in the live sound stuff. Watch my video. I can't figure out what the heck I'm looking at in that part of the video. I don't really care about that one. But yeah, that's kind of, I was probably looking at my guitar amp. Anyways, that's kind of what I was thinking, like, okay, this is how I start my vocal chain. This is why I record this way. And I don't know if a lot of people are really doing videos like that, but it's something that I've been looking for myself, where I'm like, I'd really like to see this done, and nobody does this per se, or there's only a few videos out there on it. So, like room correction, that's what this mic is for. It's just stuff like that. And we'll probably get some more mics as the year goes on. We'll probably get some more guitar stuff to do reviews on that. I might do a tutorial on how we do a split in here for a guitar chain, because we record a DI and an amp when we record people. So that'll be a video in itself, depending on how if your guitar amp has an output on it, like some of the newer amps, like newer digital amps, have an XLR out on them. But still, we'll kind of show you how we hook up a split in here. So, and actually, I might get a new pedal for that. There's an AB switcher that I saw during the Christmas break time here that I was like, ooh, that would be kind of cool to have. And it's basically like an AB-Y switch. Is kind of how it works, but it's AB, and yeah, and then the Y is obviously A and B. That's what this one does. You can do A or B or both. So I think we're going to do that, so we can hook up both of our amps at the same time and be able to switch between them without having to do things. There's just stuff like that that we want to do. That's kind of a cool concept. Also, we'll probably redo our amp corner over here on how this is all set up. Right now, I can only really do one amp at a time. I've actually looked at like a shelf, like a corner shelf. Like it's a big corner shelf, and the bottom is one amp and the top is another amp. But my fear is that the shelf that I have that I want to do this won't hold the weight. And I don't want my amps to fall. That's for sure. But I do have some things that might work for it. One option I saw was done with cinder blocks. That was kind of cool. It was basically a cinder block shelf and like a 1x2. That I might do, because that's kind of cool looking. One was a shelf done with piping, like with conduit piping type thing. Actually, I think it wasn't quite conduit piping. It was a similar thing where it was like all made out of pipe and like 1x2s. That I might do, and then stain it real nice if I can't find a shelf already made like that. So, but I would still want to be able to like adjust them. So I don't know if that'll work, because each of my amps, the controls are on the back half of the amp. I have thought about turning them around, facing them the opposite direction, So only problem is I only have one amp that would actually work with. Maybe? Yeah. Because my Fender amp, it goes to 12, which is odd for one. Most amps go to 11. This one goes to 12. Um, it's actually designed to be looking at you. And then my Vox is the opposite. So I don't know. Figure it out. I actually have a plan to put an amp on each side of me here. So I have an amp over here and an amp over here. And that kind of would be kind of cool. They each have their own spot, their own separation. So I've also thought about putting them in the hallway behind me and facing them at me. But it's harder to do that because they're behind me. So I don't know. It's a thought. I've thought about building some ISO cabs in the room next to me that would have them. I've thought about buying ISO cabs. Can you go lie down, buddy? Go lie down, Dish. He's whining at me again. Go lie down. Do what you're told. So, anyways, that's what I know. If those have any thoughts on stuff like that, let us know what you guys done. Have you guys done shelves? Have you done things for your combo amps? Just I might put them on casters. Casters are so nice. They're not heavy enough that they really need casters, but casters are so nice to move things around in the studio. Like even some of my stands, my bigger stands have casters. So I might buy the Fender casters and put them on each of these. They're not, I think they're like $20 a piece. For a set of 4 is like $20. So, and you just drill a hole and they all mount together and work really well. I did a AC30. One of my AC30s a long time ago had I put casters on it, and that was great. That was like one of the best things I ever did for that amp, because it was stupid heavy. Thing weighed like 70 pounds, something like that. So, but I like guitar amps. I have a guitar amp thing where I go through about 6 or 7 of them a year. I trade them out for something different. But I think right now the setup I have right now is going to stay the way it is. Because I want to do bass amps over here. That's my next thing I want to look at getting, is a bass amp to have in the studio here. Just to have to record bass. But the problem is, a lot of the time I do bass amp direct. I plug it straight in, and that's it. Like I don't have a cabinet that it goes through. Because bass is one of those things that you can mix, you can add distortion and that stuff to that later, and it's fine. Bass guitar is not like a guitar where it's going to drastically change if you do it direct. Like bass doesn't change that much, at least in my experience when we go direct. Even like the band we're working with right now, we do a direct and what is it? We do a direct and a amp channel, both of those. And the direct is actually just straight out of the XLR in his amp. You gotta watch the volume though when you do direct that way, because you can get a hotter signal coming from a direct line than the amp line, just because the mic isn't picking up the direct feed off of his preamp. So it's just something to think about when you're doing those types of things. I think about it constantly, but we also go into 2 DBX 560s for our bass channels, so that helps keep the volume intact and in check. So yeah, we've been at this for about an hour. We've had a total of 6 views, which is not bad. I figured we'd get maybe less than that, but we're grateful for everybody who has, watched this, and we're also grateful for everybody who has hit the like and subscribe. And if you guys haven't, feel free to go hit the like and subscribe button. You can watch more content that we have out. We've got 110 odd videos, long form, 600 shorts. These live streams, there's like 30 of them or something like that. Anyways, we're getting more content. We're building more content. So, and that's like this year is to push more content in 2025. And if you guys have thoughts for us for in 2025, we're all up for that. Like, we're not opposed to, doing things differently in 2025. No, we want to grow the channel. We want to grow the business. We're doing a lot of live stuff, like a lot of live concerts, but we want to push more to the studio work, I think. I think that's what we're going to push more towards. I pushed more towards the live work in 2023, and in the tail end of 2024. We had quite a bit of it throughout. Actually, we had a lot more in 2023, and then it kind of bottomed out a little bit in 2024 here. But I don't know if I want to push more of the live stuff, because there's just a lot more stuff that Like, we're gonna still do live events and stuff, but I'd like to do more of the recording, like recording music and making music with people and helping them make art and stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of where we want to go, but we're not opposed to doing live events. We're gonna do more live stream stuff. We might do some live content with bands from here, where we have a band come in, play, and we do a live stream of it. That one's gonna be a little harder, I think, but we want to try it for sure. Like, we wouldn't even charge them. We'd just be like, hey, you want to want to come in? We'll do a short little interview, like maybe a 10-minute interview, and then after that 10-minute interview, they play for half an hour, and that's the live stream. Or they do a half an hour interview and a half an hour play. I haven't really figured that portion out yet. It's a tricky thing to figure out because live streams are live. There's no redo or anything. So, but we'd have to see. Let's see how that goes. They could do like a live stream concert. We wouldn't pay them, obviously. It'd be a whole free type thing, and they wouldn't have to pay us. It'd be kind of like a give and take. But I've also kind of felt that way about music go around in some of their videos. So what's going on Instagram? Not Reels home, please. Dogs are barking again. They probably want to go outside, which is fine. They can go outside. Oh, yeah. Yep, they're barking because they want to go outside. And I think we might end up coming to an end here soon of this video because we've been about an hour. Man, that was loud. I'm going to have to deal with that later. So I'll deal with that in a minute. So anyways, we've been on for about an hour. I think we're going to end it a little soon. So if you like our content, go watch our other videos, hit the like and subscribe, and we're going to go deal with a barking dog. Happy holidays.